Germany 1938. The date before the Great War. Oh wait, it's already done. It's 1938 and I formed the Holy Roman Empire with the Kaiserin Victoria in charge. Want to see how I did that? Please stick around. Hello everyone, Antazil here with another game of Hearts of 4, and today we'll be playing as Germany. I rarely do that, and actually the two times I did do that was my blitz against the Allies and forming the HRE. Those are all very old videos, I wouldn't really recommend watching them, especially since I'm going to be doing both of them today. I'm going to rush the Allies, not a technical speed run because there are faster ways of getting there, but I'm going to be pretty quickly. Then I'm going to use all that territory I gained to flip to non-aligned and get the Kaiserin in charge. That means not taking a focus right now. The combat-oriented research for the bonuses, electronics and tools. Now this is not the meta, but we will be building a few mills because we need those. Going to put a few factories on guns. We'll keep the production of these planes and put the rest on trucks. We can finish whatever ships are building. We have 30 divisions. We'll split off the tanks and motorized and flip them all to motorized. And we'll split off the 1 mountaineer and 1 cavalry, leaving us with an army of 24, which we will park on a fallback line below Hamburg. The motorized can go there as well. The mountaineer will guard the border against Czechoslovakia all by himself, and the cavalry can go up against France. Well, they're not going to do that by themselves, of course. We'll put on 17 divisions and let them help out against France, and 24 more divisions, 23 for a round army on the Czech border. Dump these out as soon as you can. Let's eliminate the trade of tungsten. Getting a bit of rubber deficit, and we'll get them from the Dutch East Indies. Let's gather up all of our air force. Just pick one airport and exercise them there. We haven't taken a focus. We will be justifying a war goal on Yugoslavia when we have 50 political power. Why Yugoslavia? Because of the France guarantee. And now that we do have 10 political power, we can go for a focus. Now, if you're not going for the HRE and just want to conquer stuff with Mr. Schmittler, you can go for Rhineland, of course. But I will be going for army innovations and then some industry tax. Do remember to keep pumping out these troops and assigning them to the appropriate armies, and exercise when you can. Now that we have these guys over here, exercise the motorized, by the way. We'll set up a naval invasion, 4 divisions, and we'll be going up into Le Havre. And we'll take 4 more and go into Dieppe. And we'll pick these motorized, 2 of those will go into Amiens. Put your fleets up in Weser Ems. And once a few ships are finished, just assign them there as well. The armies are out, we have huge deficits, but we'll be alright. 119 days, we might actually be producing too much guns. Let's set up the Air Force. We have some tactical bombers. They will be able to reach the beaches here, so put them on close air support. All the others, the fighters, and the actual close air support, we'll put those over here on Württemberg. Too bad, they were almost done. We're going to lose some Moselland, of course. Justification of conquering North Slovenia is finished. Put the main fleet on naval invasion support and declare war on Yugoslavia. Romania is called in, Czechoslovakia is called in, France is called in. Let's check out the boys, and they are launching. All 10 of them. Now my cavalry is moving around to engage the Maginot Line. The French aren't really moving. Sometimes they do. But this is the front we need to watch, and they will be guarding their ports. However, as soon as I say that, Dieppe is unguarded. That sometimes happens, not always. So I'll just expand from there and ship over everything else to Dieppe. Croatia is trying to get in, my faction, and Italy wants to join. We're not letting them. If you are playing an Axis playthrough, you might want to do that, but I don't. Reinforcements have arrived. Let's also justify a war goal against Belgium. We should have done that straight away, but we're still on time. We encircled Le Havre. Lost a few troops on the way. It's not too good because we don't have a lot of reserves. Let's have a look here. We're struggling. And here we go. That's France taken care of. And very important, take their navy. And then take all states. If you're doing an Axis playthrough, you can puppet, but I need them annexed. All of them. Confirm and exit. Also, go to occupied territories and set them to local police. Well, that was France. A bit more damage than I'd hoped for, but we can still win this. Now, oh, these guys are almost dead. Well, they have a few days to recover. Send them back to the port below Hamburg. The motorized can go over here on the Belgian border. And that cavalry army that held the Maginot can go here on the south side of Belgium. Witzleben, are you alright, man? No, he is not. Oh well. We'll set up a new invasion to the UK. 2 divisions each on these 5 tiles should do. I picked my most equipped guys, and a few of these guys should get some reinforcements before we actually go in there. Annexing France created a ton of world tension, so we're always going to see a British guarantee of Belgium here. Let's push the magic button, give all the submarines to Donitz, and just give the rest to the other guy. With the combined German and French fleets, you should be able to make this. Naval invasions are prepared. War goals almost there. Yugoslavia took out Croatia. And select all these fleets. Sorry boys, you are needed at sea. Cancel all the repairs. And set them to strike force in the Northern Sea. Here we are. Justification of conquering for Wallonia is finished. Put the main fleet on naval invasion support. We'll declare war on Belgium. Britain will guarantee, and our fleets will ensure we will get across. Here we go. Romania joins the Allies. The Czechs should too. in a moment. You can see our naval supremacy is already being contested, but our troops are on their way. Let's hope they survive. But we did get across, and we got a port. We got the port. I'll justify a war goal in Luxembourg just because the map will look nicer if we do. Now, a smart thing to do might be to also justify on Switzerland for 410 days. Yeah, we'll do that. I made a calculation and that's probably going to be good enough. There's no need to encircle London or any of those shenanigans. Just cap these guys as soon as you can. And here we are. The United Kingdom has capitulated, and all of these guys joined the Allies. Not a good idea. Once again, if you're doing an Axis run, you might want to puppet these guys. However, I'm going for oppose Mr. Schmittler. That will give me a civil war, and I will lose all my puppets. So, German Reich took 216 states. Big oof. I'm going to delete all my infantry so I can at least pretend to have some garrisons here. We'll put the motorized on the Luxembourg border, and Luxembourg is toast. We got KDF Wagen, and we'll do oppose Hitler now. Now that we are going into a civil war, the cheesy way would of course be to transfer all your equipment through Lend-Lease to Spain, and that's just what I'm going to do. Luckily for you, I have a fast forward button. There. They accept. Big surprise. Wehrmacht officers challenge Hitler. And we can now safely modify Lend-Lease. Clear all, send. We need a short focus to occupy ourselves before we can do secure the new states, and we'll do naval rearmament. Very important if you're going for the Kaiserin. Sharpen air safety regulations. Very important. We will, however, set our occupation laws back to local police force. Don't forget about this one either. And we can now release a few puppets to have some less occupation. British Malaya, British Raj, Canada, Pakistan is a good one to release. Lots of manpower there. Romania, United Kingdom, we really need those as a puppet. And Yugoslavia. Witzleben returns from his disastrous campaign against the Czechs. We give him another shot to grab this front line. Let's also create a few cavalry divisions to reinforce this. We can also deploy our air force, and we'll do all of the free raids for future purposes. We'll finish these two factories and then we'll start building factories inside the UK. We need their autonomy down. Berlin surrounded. That's how we like to see it. Naval rearmament is done, but we'll wait until we get Berlin so we can secure the new state. And here we are. For some reason I have to do a peace deal. Oh, I can't take all of the fleets. Well, German military junta. In April 1937, let's secure the new state. Go to our construction tab, find all the civilian factories that are damaged and put them on the top. Now, because of getting the Kaiser back from the Netherlands has to fail, we have to delete our army again. And that means these cavalries have to go and these queued up cavalries have to go. Hitler found dead. Well, we were already done. And we will hang the Nazis. We can now also create a faction with Austria. Never a bad idea, especially now. Not to be feeling too original, so I'll just name them Central Powers. Our justification for Switzerland is still rolling. And then the Hindenburg is saved for now. Austrian pro-German sentiment source. And we will click yes. Austria votes to join. Greece and Albania hit it off. Carlos Spain spawns. A lot is going on. Can't involve ourselves with Greece right now. We'll delete the Austrian army. Secure new state is done. Revive the Kaiserreich. Let's revive the Kaiserreich and let's do Return of the Kaiser. For Return of the Kaiser, we need the Netherlands not to like us and not to fear us, so that's why we don't have an army. We do need an army, of course, to take care of Switzerland, so this is going to be timing adjusted perfectly. After Switzerland, we need the Netherlands and Italy, and then we are able to form the HRE already. That's the Return of the Kaiser focus. And we do not get our Kaiser back. So we'll take the other one, Wilhelm III. And we will do expatriate the communists. We can now also train an army. We're going up against Switzerland pretty soon. So I think I'll train up a few divisions for that. We can also do a few decisions here. Reinstate Wilhelm's right of succession, modernize succession laws, and recall Paul van Lettow-Vorbeck, who is an absolute legend. I had to re-record a lot of stuff because I screwed up the recording. It's almost seamless for you guys, except the justification date for Switzerland is a few days off, and the Carlist did not spawn. Other than that, it's pretty much the same thing. Exercising my armies for the invasion of Switzerland, the Netherlands, which I should justify on 125 days, and reserve army on the Italian border. 30th of March, we are not exercised yet, but it will have to do. No time like the present. Let's go. Switzerland is always a bit of a struggle. Mountains, good militias. And Switzerland is gone. Take all states. We can now prepare for our battle against Italy. We will justify a war goal on them soon enough, but since Italy is usually doing some shenanigans with Albania, might be worth it to guarantee Albania. And here we are. The Germans joined the British faction or whatever. Let's do our extra research slot now. And click the magic button, request restoration of British titles. The British government accepts our request. An excellent idea. We shall send a liaison, sending Princess Victoria Louise to oversee that ceremony. Justification is ready, but in the meantime the Hindenburg is aflame in London, carrying our entire imperial family. Well, not all of them. The Princess Victoria was already in London, so she's alive, and she's now the Empress. Empress Victoria Louise. Actually a very good leader. Anyway, We have the Kaiserin, we have a war goal against the Netherlands, and we just need the Italians. They're doing a justification for themselves, but this will be faster, 125 days. Let's declare war on the Netherlands and get them into the fold. And that's the Netherlands. Puppet the Dutch East Indies. And take the Netherlands. And sure, their navy. I also trained 10 marine divisions to go into Livorno. I just need some Italian states to finish forming the HRE. You can see that decision here. It popped up when we got Victoria. We pretty much need the upper half of Italy, so I kind of want to get that quickly, press the HRE button before the Italian Civil War kicks off. Otherwise I have an entire puppet to integrate. Deficits are gone. The justification for Alta Adige is done. Let's not waste any more time. Declare war. Set the naval invasion to go, and set the big navy to naval invasion support. We landed on the port, which means this army of reinforcements can also be shipped over. And there we are. We got the stuff of Italy that we need, and we can click the Revive the Holy Roman Empire button. Yes, no new color, but a quite impressive Roman title, a new flag, and lots of cores and factories and manpower. Now let's finish Italy. Keeping the territory, of course, and here we are. It's just barely December 1938, and this is my Holy Roman Empire. Nice Italian puppet, which we can integrate if we so choose, but we have plenty of puppets. You want a German world conquest? This is one of the ways to go. You can even do it with the Axis faction, but this is much more fun. You get a nice, beautiful leader. And more factories than I know what to do with. See to the Eastern Front, and getting all the other focuses will prepare you for a war with the Soviet Union, but let's be honest, who could actually lose that? That's it for now. I'm not going to continue this game, it's been fun. See if you can beat my record and let me know what happens. As for now, if you liked this video, please take a moment to press the like button, leave a comment or subscribe. It really helps me out. Thanks a lot. See you next time.